Southwest Conference. Alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will get the football first. Just about the time the Aggies said howdy, they said goodbye to the Razorbacks, winning in a blowout the last time these two met.
It was a beatdown, and Woo Pig had nothing to say. And here's the thing. Since A&M has joined the SEC, it's been a very one-sided rivalry. A&M has had a ton of success. Arkansas has not. They got to prove it on the stage today.
A&M's been gigging them, no question about it, on offense, on defense, and on special teams. So Arkansas has got to be able to find momentum early in the game. They've got to start fast in this one to have a chance.
Looking downfield, it's Penny. The quick out.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of... the 37. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Cortez. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage...
Oh, he's got some space. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callaway. Dashes to heart of the touchdown, Arkansas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Penny. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Running into the open space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Flanagan. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the single back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes.
defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tolzien. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Callaway. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Now from inside the red zone. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Motion from the wideout.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Blasted as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Callaway. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Going to try to get it himself. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quick strike complete. And they get him down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's Penny. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That's caught. It's Cortez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. A&M comes back out with another first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Flanagan. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, two fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both. and College Station.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinators.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a maker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Penny. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Scrambling away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Release to the back. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run play action. Quick shovel pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Snap from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Penny. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Aggies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the air, it's Anger. Shoots it to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.